or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Not a bad-looking Friday morning, and lots of stuff to do today. The First Friday Art Walk is tonight.
Yep.
The Student Media Festival is tonight.
At Westport High School, 7 o'clock.
Tomorrow is the Clay for Kids shoot to help raise money for the special needs kids in our community. And I was just asking Sheriff Woods if he was going to be there. He will not, but some of the deputies will be there. I think they're competing against the police, et cetera,
And
right?
the firefighters at Robinson Ranch in Inglis starting at 8 a.m.
Right. So I don't know if we can get out there. Joe's going to do it. Joe's going to shoot clay pigeons.
Yep.
And clay quail.
100 rounds.
So he was telling me yesterday how he has bought padding so that his shoulder doesn't hurt when it's all done. Mm-hmm. You shoot a shotgun 100 times. From what I hear, I've never done it, but they say it hurts.
Yeah, you put that. It's a piece you put on the butt of the gun, and it really prevents that recoil from hurting.
So
a lot.
I don't know. I'm thinking we'll drive over there and get some video of it. There's just so much to do. That's why Robin's laughing. You know me, right?
I knew you'd be thinking. Yeah.
All right, Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Have you ever shot a shotgun, first of all?
Sure.
You have? Have you ever shot skeet, or whatever you call clay pigeons?
I have. I sucked at it. I mean, I wasn't even close to being good. It's just a skill that I don't have.
Don Nottingham and Maria Roman were in here to promote it, and Don was saying if you get 1 out of 2, and I was thinking that's pretty good. He said that's horrible, and I'm thinking if I get 1 out of every other one, I'd be so proud.
Yeah.
but that's like getting a 50 on a test.
Yeah.
Right. I just am not good at it. I mean, I've tried it. I did it in the Navy, and then I did it. I don't know, maybe 20 years ago or so, and I'm just not good at it.
I doubt that I'd be good at it. I've never shot a gun in my life, except for a BB gun. That doesn't count, right?
Well, that counts.
No, it doesn't.
Well, because you said you go to carnivals and things, and you'd shoot things, and you'd hit it, and it's all about how you do it with the sights and how big your eye is.
Yeah, Robin's right on that. Yeah, absolutely, Robin is right on that. It's a different feel, though. You don't get any kickback from a BB gun, but I mean, it's a skill, and some people are just good shooters. I was never a good shooter, that's for sure.
So where are you right now?
I'm actually at home right now, so I haven't left the house yet.
Okay, let me take a phone call. Good morning, you're on the air with Galen.
Two things. They're not called BB guns, and pellet rifles and stuff are not firearms because they don't use fire to propel the projectile.
There you go.
Number 2, how come they look like frisbees, but they call them pigeons when you're shooting clay pigeons?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Now, see, thank you, Tom. See, now there's the person in my family that knows guns.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
I'm the last person to ask about guns or cars or planes or anything like that. But Tom's the first person to go to pretty much all those things. So, yeah, I don't know. But do you know? Real quickly, what I want to say about the BB guns, because the kids have access to video games in their own homes, the arcades are going back to some of the old arcade things. I noticed this at Easy Street.
Oh, nice.
They have normal skeet ball. They don't have BB guns there, but I heard that there were BB guns in some of the others, like in Daytona, some of those things. So I don't know. Basketball. I saw basketball and football throwing.
Yeah,
and things like that. Getting the duck to knock down and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know. I was trying to tell Alex when he was little what we used to have in our game rooms, because when he was a kid, game rooms were filled with video games.
Right.
But now I guess you can have them in your living room. It's the same thing, right?
I think so, just on a TV screen.
All right, today, Galen, is, in addition to National Beer Day, National Coffee Cake Day, it's also National What Are You a Sucker For Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I have What Are You a Sucker For? I have 50 things that people said they are a sucker for.
Nice.
You want to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
That sounds fun.
What are you a sucker for? Are you a sucker? Number 50 is money. Number 50, the bottom of the list, money.
Well,
I'm a
that's
sucker
good.
for
Yeah,
money.
I think so. I don't think money is a overrated motivator. I mean, I think most people, if they're happy, then they don't. It's happiness is a lot more important than money.
Yeah. So if somebody's asking you, can you do something, and you don't really want to do it, and they say, I'll pay you, you say, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, right.
Right. That's exactly right.
I guess
Yeah.
it depends how much money. I'll pay you $1 million.
I think we can all be bought. I mean, we all have a number in our head that we will pay. So, yeah, I think that's fair.
All right, higher than money on the list is flattery. Will you do me a favor?
Sure.
I'll pay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll pay you. Doesn't do as much as you are so good at it. Oh, thank you.
Exactly.
Well,
Absolutely. Sure.
Will you help me move my furniture? You are so strong.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I love the way you look when you sweat, Larry.
that's right.
Really? I'll be there.
All right. What should I wear?
All right, I love the next one because the next one I am a sucker for. Ice cream trucks. Every single time.
Oh, yeah.
There's an ice cream truck. I gotta get an ice cream. and thank God for the pictures on the side. If you just had an explanation, just words, I would
That's
never.
exactly right. Yeah. The pictures make the ice cream. Let's be honest.
I am
Yeah.
a sucker for an ice cream truck.
Yeah,
Put a big star next to that one. That's my big one right there.
especially at the beach. I love that.
The next one.
You're right. At the beach, when the ice cream
yes.
truck drives
Oh, yeah.
by,
Uh-huh.
and I, one of the things I've discovered in this world is that's a uniquely Daytona Beach activity. I've been to beaches all over the place, and they were like, "What do you mean? There's an ice cream truck driving on the beach? What are you, crazy?" So
What is
Yeah.
What is your
Yeah,
go to? What is your go to ice cream? When you get the ice cream truck, what do you
on
get?
the beach, it's the screwball. I know it's a simple kind of a thing, but that is my go-to.
What is
That
this?
is my absolute go-to.
What is a screwball?
That's that upside down triangle thing with the
Yeah, with the
ball on the
really
bottom.
bad.
And then
Yeah, with a really bad gumball in the bottom
it's
that's
like red
usually
and
been in
blue
there like
and stuff. It's different
seven or
colors.
8 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I always like the thing that's orange something and vanilla ice cream mixed
Creamsicle.
together. Creamsicle.
Creamsicle.
Oh my God, I
They're
love
always called something different, and so that's why you need the picture.
right. You need the
I'm
picture.
with you on the picture thing. No,
Oh, man.
yeah.
This should be number 1. It's number 48. It should be number 1. All right, number 47. Underdogs and or dark horses. I guess people who are not likely to succeed or
Sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for them.
Not necessarily the cartoon underdog.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it's Polly
Underdog.
Purebred.
Yeah, right.
Purebred.
Yeah.
The next thing we are suckers for rags to riches stories. Stories about people who
Sure.
went from nothing to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those stories. Stories of courage. We love stories of courage.
Especially when the veterans tell their stories. That gives me chills and makes me cry.
Oh man! Once one of them tells you their story,
Yeah.
you look at them differently from that point on.
Oh, certainly.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
A compliment is another thing people are a sucker for. I guess that's kind of like flattery, isn't it?
As long as it's sincere, and that's what there's nothing worse than when you get a compliment and it's like,
right. A backhanded
but
compliment.
if it's something, if it's specific and it's sincere, it's something that you get a little more bounce in your step for the rest of the day. So, yeah, I agree with that part.
I had a boss one time, a radio boss told me that, hey, you and Robert got a backhanded compliment the other day. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, backhanded compliment. Now, what could it be?
Yeah.
They love listening to you when there's nothing else on the other show.
Yeah.
What?
There you go.
That is
That would be a
backhanded.
backhanded compliment.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're my absolute last choice. Thank you for that. Thank you for being there when there's nothing else on.
And thank you for telling me,
Yeah.
by the way. Thank you for telling me.
That's right.
Here's another thing we're a sucker for: naughty stories. Are you a sucker for a naughty story?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
Not on my list. No.
Really?
Are you?
I'm trying to think. What would be a naughty story? Okay, let's say I'm a deputy. All right, and I come home to my wife, and she says, "How was your day today?" "Oh, great. The sheriff gave me this cool assignment." "What was it?" "I had to go to the massage parlor and pretend I was a customer." She's all ears. "Really? Well, tell me what happened." See, I think there's a naughty story. Should be a sucker for. Okay.
There you go.
Chocolate. We're all suckers for chocolate.
I am.
Galen, you're a sucker for chocolate?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, not like somebody gives me a candy bar. That doesn't do anything for me. But, when you go to, like, these places where they're making homemade fudge or, something like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would never have a chocolate dipped strawberry on my own, but when I see it on a buffet, I always get one. Mm-hmm. If it was just a strawberry, I wouldn't touch it. But if it was a chocolate dipped strawberry,
so the chocolate fountain at Golden Corral just piques your interest.
No, it absolutely does not.
No.
And here's why: because everybody has their hands in that thing.
I know.
And they double dip. We've seen people stand there and just,
I know what you're saying. It looks good, but you think about it, who just had their hands in that thing?
Yeah.
You can't think when you go to those places.
All right, the next one, this has no effect on me at all. Anything French. I am not a sucker for anything French.
Anything French.
That's what it says. Anything French. Some people are suckers for French stuff, I guess. French fries, maybe?
French kisses, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm a sucker for Christmas, it says here. Sucker for Christmas.
Oh, I love Christmas.
Yeah.
Is that different than being a sucker for it? I think so. Loving Christmas and being
No, you are a sucker for it, because what happens is you go to the store and you see this ornament. You never would have paid $20 for something like that in your life.
Yeah.
But you bought it because you're a sucker for Christmas.
That's right.
I'm not a sucker for Christmas.
You're not? Fine dining. Are you a sucker for fine dining?
No.
Is your wife?
No.
Really?
I am.
We're gonna go out
I would love to do that.
What's a fancy restaurant?
Mark's Prime.
Mark's Prime. Okay, we're gonna go to Mark's Prime. Right? Oh, awesome.
How you paying for Mark's Prime today?
Yeah,
that's what goes through my mind.
That's about $100 a person, right? I've never been there, but
if you have to think about that. Well, what if you said to your wife, guess what I got? I got 2 free passes for anything you want at Mark's Prime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
You're a sucker for that.
I'm sure we would go.
That's money and fine dining mixed together. All right, the next one.
We would go, yeah.
Are you a sucker for airline perks? This is something I can't relate to, but maybe you can, Galen. Are you a sucker for
No, not really. I mean, because on the flights that I take, there's not really a perk. It's not like, you get this free rental because you're not in the air long enough. So, no, that doesn't do anything for me.
All right, Hello Kitty does nothing for me. I'm not a sucker to Hello Kitty
is that a real thing? Are you a sucker for Hello Kitty?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was on the list.
Oh, it's on the list, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, some people
sucker
are
for Hello Kitty. Really?
I don't
Wow.
know. Galen, do you get this one?
I mean, I know what Hello Kitty is. I mean, if you're I can see how this would be on the list because I'm sure there are some people who just go crazy over it, but I don't know any of them.
A lot of grown ladies are crazy for this Hello Kitty. I don't get it.
Are you a sucker for stories about rescued animals?
Yeah.
I am too.
I just don't. I don't like it when people say, "Well, they're as important to me as your kids are to you," and I'm like, okay. I hate that. I hear that. For people who don't have kids, well, these are my kids. No, they're your pets. I mean, doesn't mean that you don't love them, but until you have a child, you can't understand that.
Yeah, great, good point. Another thing people are a sucker for is girls running their hands through their hair. I would
their hair or your hair?
Their own hair. I would add in slow motion. Girls running their hands through their hair in slow motion.
Yeah.
Okay, couple of things.
I'm a sucker for that.
There's a lot dependent on the girl itself, right?
Right.
There's a lot dependent on the quality of the hair. I think you have to add in a lot of your imagination to make sure that they check all those boxes.
I think that's true. There was an episode about that on Friends, and
Really?
boy, was it great. She was drop dead gorgeous, a blonde. She was.
I mean, she could do anything. She could pick her nose and be like, okay, I can get past that.
Even the women went crazy for her when she swished her hair back
that
and
really?
ran her
They had
head.
an episode like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that
That's
was so funny. So that was really funny. Those writers were geniuses.
Are you a sucker for?
They were. I never got into them because Seinfeld was just so much better.
Isn't that funny?
Seinfeld.
Oh, by the way-
I mean, Friends to me was just a bunch of girls talking. I
Speaking
didn't
of
like it.
speaking of humor, Don Rickles died. Did you hear that?
I know, sad day. I
Very
love Don Rickles.
Yeah,
I loved how he ripped on people. I thought it was great.
yeah. Only he could do it the way he did it.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else would have been.
It was an honor to be, cast,
Yeah, yeah,
to be ripped by Don Rickles.
yeah.
Let's call him Wrinkles.
Well, he was Wrinkles there toward the
Wrinkles.
end. He was a funny guy.
Trying to say.
He was a tiny guy too.
Yeah.
You say that a lot because, I mean, you're a giant.
No, I don't. I say it about. I walked into his office once accidentally.
Was he there?
No, no.
Oh, really?
I swear to God, I did. I had no idea. I was looking for a job. This was on Long Island. I had no idea he had an office in this building. And I walked in to ask if they were hiring. Had no idea where I was. I knew where I was. I was in East Meadow, if you know where that is. It was the town of East Meadow. So it was like a bunch of buildings. They just kept going one to the next. And there were Don Rickles pictures everywhere.
Wow.
I said, "What is this place?" "Oh, this is Don Rickles' office. Can I help you?" "Uh-huh. Are you hiring?" No, we're not hiring." That was cool. I didn't see him.
Could have been him. Incognito.
No, it was a lady.
Oh.
There's no way that was him. No, she could have run her fingers through her hair, and I would have been stuck. Let's see. Are you a sucker for saxophones? A song with a saxophone? No. Nah, me either.
No. Oh, my
Depends.
God. And
I think
Bill
so.
Clinton.
No, it
Everybody who
depends.
said yes voted for Bill Clinton then.
It depends on the song. What was that song? Baker Street? Oh, I love that saxophone part in Baker
Yeah.
Street. What was the song by Billy Joel? Scenes from an Italian
Restaurant.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's a great saxophone
Yeah.
part.
And Clarence, he was the epitome of
Clarence was with Springsteen, right?
with Springsteen. He was the epitome of
Saxophone guy.
saxophonist.
Yeah, he was great too. Yoga pants. Are you a sucker for yoga pants?
Again, it goes back to the hands through the hair. Not everybody can pull off yoga pants.
Good choice of
That's
words. Good choice of words.
Galen, absolutely agree with.
Anything with melted cheese. Are you a sucker for anything with melted cheese?
I do like melted cheese. Yes.
Are you?
I don't have a problem.
You know me, Robin. Oh, I can relate to that one 100%. That goes
Mine
up.
hasn't been on here yet, and I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked that it hasn't showed
What
up
hasn't
yet.
What hasn't been on here?
His what he's a sucker
Yeah,
for.
well, let's just keep going. We have time. Let's
Oh,
see
okay.
if it shows up.
History, documentaries about history, particularly World War II. It's all in the same line.
Yeah, I mean, if I haven't seen it before, I'll watch it if it's well done. Yes.
Sundresses. Any girl who wears one is a 10.
Goes back to the same thing. If you can pull it off, I'm all for it.
A man with a beard. I am not a sucker for a man with a beard.
No, me
Yeah, that
neither.
doesn't do anything for me.
But it's obviously a lady's answer, I would think. Cosplay. Costume play, I guess, right?
Absolutely not.
No,
So
no.
stupid.
I'm not a
Not
sucker
me.
for that. A giggling
Dragon Con all the time. It's just so
giggling
stupid.
child. A giggling child. Are you a sucker?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the greatest noises on the planet.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's
New.
hard to be in you could be the grumpiest human being in the world, but if you heard like the sweet laugh, of like a 4-year-old, it's joyous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely joyous.
Cute Asian girls with glasses. That's a pretty specific one.
Website, Larry.
That's a pretty specific one right there.
You and Alex posed with them in New York
Yes, we did.
on the High Line.
Those aren't the ones that got published to Facebook.
Yes, we did. Books. I'm a sucker for a book, it says here. I have a serious time passing a book. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Depends on the book. I'm a specific kind of a book guy. Because when I get into a book, I commit to it. And so I don't go into that relationship lightly.
Cleavage. Are you a sucker for cleavage?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Good for you guys.
Me too.
Good for you.
Don't expect me not to look at it.
I was a sucker for a girl who says dude. Dude.
No.
No,
Doesn't do anything for me.
Me either. Are you a sucker for stories about the paranormal?
No.
Depends. Some of them I am.
I just don't believe in it. So I think it's all kind of stupid.
When Catherine Wendell, the local ghost lady,
Yeah.
when she puts a live video on Facebook that she's hunting ghosts, I always look at it.
Yeah,
I
she's
say,
pretty awesome.
Maybe they'll see one. Maybe I'll see it on my screen.
Oh, there's one there. It just doesn't come up on the screen. Okay.
So maybe we don't have yours, but the last one is free handouts. Are you a sucker for a free handout?
No, I can't stand them. Mine is soft serve ice cream.
Oh, my.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Soft serve ice cream,
Soft
yes.
serve ice cream.
I love soft serve ice cream.
Do you like
That is my weakness.
Do you like putting stuff on it, or do you like eating it naked?
No. I like the chocolate vanilla swirl,
Oh, that's really
and
good.
I want it in a cone. I want the plain cone. I don't care if it's sugar.
Mm-hmm.
That is. If I had like an ice cream machine I would be 462 pounds, and would love myself.
There's that small ice cream stand in Bellevue that has the best chocolate vanilla swirl cones in a regular cone. Right next to the Winn-Dixie grocery store.
Yeah, it's got pretty girls in there too. But
It does. It's
Oh, there you go.
drive-through
They
only.
Put their hands through their hair.
That's right. It's drive-through only, and it's the best place
I know what
ever
you're
for a
talking
swirl.
about.
Because
Yeah.
they're pretty and pretty young too. They're pretty young, a little bit too young.
That's a little weird.
I didn't even ask you I didn't ask you anything about blood yet. So with 2 minutes left, and I'll have to make up on these ads here real quickly. Where's the Bloodmobile and how's the blood supply? Kind of do it together.
We are still in critical need of Type O. We are in desperate place right now. We want to be able to get through the weekend. So right now, our hospitals have a 2-day blood supply, but we are out. And so that means we cannot get through the weekend unless we have people really come up and stepped up to the plate and donate blood. So today we're going to be at the Walmart in Summerfield, but of course our donor center is still at 1607 East Silver Springs Boulevard. Please come in, give the gift of life, and donate blood.
Wow.
And especially if you are an O.
Won't get through the weekend without blood donors, so go donate blood. Palm Garden of Ocala and Penn Flooring sponsored that important announcement. Please go see them and find out for yourself why they have been providing a product in the case of Penn Flooring and a service in the case of Palm Garden. Skilled nursing, the 2 words you need to know about Palm Garden, and 25 years plus in service.
Yeah.
How about that as a focal point for Penn Flooring? Galen, thank you. Have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
You guys are the best. Bye, all.
All right, we will be right back.
Joe Reichel, how are you? What's new?
Well, Jan, Intech is hosting an event on Tuesday, April 11th. If aging is pushing you out of your home, we will tell you how you can push back.
Well, what I'm pushing is 60, so I would love to attend for Palm Garden.
Oh, I'd love to see you there. Be at Intech on Tuesday, April 11th at 10:30. Register by calling 352-351-0114. That's 352-351-0114.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunny and not as warm today with gusty winds and the excessive dry weather. It will result in high fire threat. High of 71 to 75. Clear and cool tonight, low 41 to 51. Then it's going to be nice through the weekend with plenty of sunshine. High 72 to 76 tomorrow. We warm up Sunday to 76 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Lillian Wu. There's word